I don't really know where to start this, but I think that's literally the premise of this video. You know the phrase, just do it? Let me clean this up. There we go. So the phrase, just do it. I think it is so powerful in such a small amount of words for a number of reasons. It is short, succinct, and extremely to the point, and I think what matters even more than that is the depth of that short and sweet phrase. Just do it. Just do it. Don't get caught up in your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, all the extra distractions that come about in everyday life. I've gone through quite a few changes in my life over the last few years, and while I've had this passion for YouTube, I've consistently entertained the doubt and the questioning in my mind about whether a video idea will do well, whether it'll be received well, and ultimately I would not, and in fact do not, have a lot of these answers until I actually try. I think it is so easy to get swallowed and sucked into the swiftness of life in our society nowadays, especially in the Western world. It is always a constant rat race, and I do strongly believe that this has a detrimental impact on the way that we carry ourselves and present ourselves and think and process our emotions and also act or fail to act. Given our human nature, it's normal to try and consider all the emotions that might go behind a decision or might go behind an action, but those can often paralyze you and prevent you from actually getting anywhere in any regard. It is so common to cycle around and within the thoughts that are looming in our minds about the potential outcome or result. Is it too risky? Is it too forward? Is it not forward enough? And instead of ruminating and experiencing all that decision-making fatigue and experiencing all of that negative energy just being pent up and closed off in your mind, you need to expel the energy through action. You will not be able to get any answers about anything, whether it's if that French toast on the brunch menu tastes good or if that text that you sent is going to be received well. You really will not know any of that unless you do it. So just do it. Stop ruminating and start acting. When you're considering those larger decisions in life, like a career change or your life partner, there are so many things at play. But I think a really important way to keep progressing in life is having and maintaining a mindset that enough has to be enough at some point. It is not to say that you should settle for something that does not feel sufficient or in line with that reality that you want to manifest. But it is also to say that you cannot keep considering options or comparing things, because that will keep you more stuck than anything. And trying something is better than not trying at all. And failing is better than wondering what if forever. My interests have changed over the years, as many people's do, through the different phases of life. And I've wanted to experiment with different topics, different subjects, and just different concepts that really impassion me and make me feel excited. And there's been this consistent questioning as to whether or not it will do well or be received well. But again, there is a healthy amount of ruminating or pondering. And if you stay stuck in the cycle of just looping thoughts, those thoughts are not going to manifest into any actions that will give you an answer. And on the notes of spirituality and philosophy, I know there's been this shift in society where people have taken a lot more interest or have started to take interest in these topics, and learning all of this information and getting so enveloped into it can be very, very easy and immersive to get stuck in that mindset of ruminating and questioning existence and just really getting looped into all of that. But it is so important to snap out of that cycle and instead act on the questioning to actually find answers to those questions. Sure, trying something new can always be a little bit uncomfortable, whether it's trying to snowboard for the first time or posting a YouTube video after a really long time, but at the end of the day, isn't that what growth is supposed to be? Putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation to build a new comfort zone and then doing that again and again and again. I've always been someone that has said that I'd rather learn the hard way, and that's not to say that you need to put yourself through treacherous learnings and lessons throughout the entirety of your life, but I do think it's important to throw yourself in the deep end sometimes and try things that make you feel a little bit of discomfort, because if not, you are staying stagnant. If not, you are not acting and simply ruminating on all the potentials that your life could have in it and all the potentials of the life that you could be living. Why do that when we are truly and literally alchemists of our reality and can shape and form our everyday lives in whatever way we desire? I've been getting a lot more into spirituality lately. My husband and I have been bonding so much over it, and I feel like our overall energy has shifted a lot. I've always had an interest in spirituality, like literally from the beginning, and I have a background in psychology and sociology, so I've always really enjoyed connecting with people and understanding how and why they work the way that they do. And spirituality is such a big portion of that. And now learning about all of that, I've really been wanting to share the things that really interest me about the topic. And I was toying with the idea of making a video like this for so long that this ultimately manifested the video. I was ruminating and not acting. So here I am acting. Instead of getting caught up in the shoulda, coulda, wouldas of life, put some action behind those thoughts and see how much better you will feel. I find that whenever I get stuck in the cycle of ruminating, I'm left feeling anxious and overwhelmed and discouraged. And a lot of that simply comes from the fact that you are not putting action behind the thoughts that are being housed in your mind. A brain is a power source to come up with ideas. It is not to hold and house them forever. You are to use the rest of the energy in you to bring those thoughts, bring those concepts, bring those ideas to life. And this doesn't have to do with just being a creative, posting on YouTube. This has to do with any and every facet in life. The way that you speak to yourself, the energy that you allow to flow into your mind and create thoughts that you entertain really does have an impact on how willing you are to bring those thoughts out into the physical world. You won't know anything unless you try, so why not try? That's all for today, everyone. If you made it till the end, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, the last couple years have been super busy and full of changes for me. I'm really excited to share those with you now that I have the time and a lot of the creative energy is flowing. I hope you liked this first video back on YouTube. If you did enjoy, please be sure to thumbs up the video, share it with anyone that you think might enjoy, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Until then, take care.